I pressed rec because there are nights a man needs proof he existed. Nights when wind scours a town down to its bones, and every light is a candle daring the dark to swallow it. If you're hearing this, it means I chose the truth. It means the storm did what storms do, peeled us back to who we are underneath the scars and songs. My name's Gabriel Reyes, Gabe, if you knew me before I ran. I was the guy behind the board, the quiet one tuning everybody else's voice and ignoring my own. But this week, the voice is mine. This week, Evergreen Hollow called me home, and the snow answered first. The tires had been complaining for an hour, the steady drum under the van floor like a heart that didn't trust me. Candle Street appeared through the storm. Storefronts fogged, lights glowing in stubborn defiance. Reyes Hardware hunched at the end like a tired sentinel. Jonah met me in the snow with a tackle hug that belonged to a kid, not a grown man. "You made it," he said. He pretended the storm wasn't lifting memories between us like brittle leaves. Inside the hardware store, warmth clattered from the radiators. Our father's picture watched from above the counter, half amused as ever. "You talked to Mom yet?" Jonah asked. "I will," I said. "Tonight. And you might hear things about me," he added. "Stuff that isn't the best version of the truth. Tell me the version you want me to believe." "After the gala," he said. "Let me fix it first." I nodded. After the gala. Morning arrived in a pale hush. Evergreen Hollow looked delicate under the storm's weight. Mara Devlin found me outside Reyes Hardware, her breath a silver plume. "You showed up," she said. "You asked." Her smile was the kind that carried both relief and warning. "We need to talk about the gala." Inside the town hall, plans sprawled across tables. Diagrams, budgets, schedules. Volunteers hammered, painted, held up string lights like hopeful offerings. "It's our 100th year," Mara said. "We need this celebration to work. We need people warm, fed, and proud." "And what do you need?" I asked. She didn't answer. There was a tremor beneath the preparations, a dissonant note no one wanted to acknowledge. Celeste Carroll, the town manager, snapped orders like brittle sticks. "Devlin, keep him out of the logistics," she said, jerking a thumb toward me. "We don't need complications." Mara exhaled slowly. "We need everyone." The storm surged outside, rattling the windows. Something in the air felt poised, waiting. Noah, the young volunteer who idolized Mara, didn't show up for shift call. Fear twisted through the hall. Ivy checked the sign-in logs. Jonah and I searched Candle Street. We found Noah's hat by the river trail. The paths were slick with ice. Panic made the wind sharper. When we found him clinging to a branch near the riverbank, half submerged, he was freezing and terrified. "It wasn't an accident," he whispered. "What wasn't?" Mara asked. "I saw something in the donor files," he said. "Something I wasn't supposed to. Someone pushed me." Celeste tried to dismiss it immediately. He slipped. But we knew. We all knew. Something dangerous had been set in motion beneath the gala's glitter. The storm worsened. The gala construction unspooled into chaos. Rumors swelled about misused funds, secret donors, falsified invoices. Then someone forged Mara's signature on a withdrawal that emptied half the emergency account. Celeste accused Mara. Mara accused the system. Jonah accused Celeste. Ivy accused the shadows behind all of it. I listened. Every lie has a pitch. Every truth has a tone. And something in Evergreen Hollow had fallen out of tune. That night, a note slid under the hardware store door. "You're listening. Good. The town needs you to hear the rest." Our Rowan Pike. Quiet man. Former ranger. Keeper of the ridge paths. A man who preferred silence, and yet now had broken it. Tension snapped through town like dry branches. Celeste resigned abruptly. The donor list disappeared from the town hall safe. The gala collapsed under the weight of secrets and half-truths. Rowan left another note. "The first storm was theirs. The next belongs to me." Kincaid, the sheriff, ordered search. Nobody found him. Mara and I argued in the snow behind the church, breath rising like ghosts. "He's dangerous," she said. "He's trying to warn you," I said. "He forged my name. He's exposing the people who used you." She froze. "What do you mean, used me?" I hesitated. "A mistake." She walked away without looking back. That night, The rebuilt stage collapsed under suspicious circumstances. No one was hurt, but the symbolism was unmistakable. Evergreen Hollow's facade was falling apart. Ivy hacked into the town's archive files. She found traces of old payouts. Money quietly moved to silence misconduct. Many entries were redacted. Mara's initials appeared beside one. She stared at the screen, silent as snowfall. "I don't remember this," she whispered. Rowan, unseen, kept pulling truth from the rafters and leaving it where we'd trip over it. Every revelation brought us closer to him, and closer to a truth Mara had avoided for years. Jonah finally confessed his thing. He bought a truck on layaway and missed payments. To solve it, he'd taken a small off-books loan from a donor who demanded favors in return. Nothing criminal, just pressure. Influence. The same donor who'd targeted Mara years ago. Jonah broke down. "I didn't know. I swear. I thought he was just a guy with money." I put a hand on his shoulder. "He tried to fix things alone. Like you," he said. He wasn't wrong. The storm intensified again, as if responding to the rising tension. Mara asked me to meet her at the church. She looked shaken, older, stronger. "I think Rowan's trying to force a reckoning," she said. "And I think Celeste helped cover up things we're only beginning to see." Father Quinn brought us tea in silence, his preferred kind of help. Suddenly, the church lights flickered. Then a loudspeaker crackled across the square. Rowan's voice. "Evergreen Hollow deserves truth." People spilled into the street. Kincaid scrambled radios. Fury and fear rippled through the town like lightning. A final note dropped at our feet. "The ridge. Come alone." Mara grabbed my arm. "He means you." The hike to the ridge felt like walking into the center of the storm itself. Snow clawed at my coat. The wind whispered warnings. The communications tower loomed ahead, dark against the sky. A single light burned in the shack beneath it. Rowan's silhouette moved inside. I approached with the caution of a man approaching a wounded animal. Dangerous, unpredictable, but driven by something deeply human. The ridge groaned. The storm held its breath. Then Rowan spoke. "You're late." Rowan sat amid wires and scattered papers. A generator hummed. The donor list lay open like a wound. "You followed the clues," he said. "You left them. Because you listen," he said. "Unlike the others." He explained everything. Celeste deals, the payouts, the donors hiding their sins behind philanthropy. "You nearly killed Noah," I said. "I saved him," Rowan replied. "Celeste wanted control. I wanted truth." He moved toward the broadcast switch. "You send that," I said, "and you burn the town to the ground." "It's already burning." We struggled. A lantern fell. Fire bloomed. Flames leapt to old wood. The shack roared. A beam collapsed. Rowan pushed me away from the falling ceiling. "This storm is mine," he said. The shack came down, and everything went white. When sound returned, the shack was half collapsed, smoke curling like dying breath. Rowan was pinned. He tried to push me away again. "Go. Warn them." "I'm not leaving you." He laughed. A broken sound. "You're a good man." Fatal flaw. He confessed what happened years ago. "She never knew," he said. "She healed by pretending it never happened. I healed by never letting it go." Parts of him had frozen long before the snow touched him. The tower above groaned. "Tell her," he said. "Tell her I kept her secret, because it was the one true thing I had left." The ceiling collapsed fully. A flash of light. A roar. And Rowan Pike was gone. I stumbled down the ridge, half blind, lungs filled with smoke. Ivy's voice crackled through the headset. "Gabe, come in please, I'm here," I gasped. Mara's voice broke through. "Gabe, what happened?" "The shack collapsed," I said. "Rowan didn't make it." A silence that hurt more than the fall. "He told me something," I said. "Runnable truth about you." "He said you survived something," I continued. "Yes," Mara said. "Come back," she said. "We'll face the rest together." I let her voice pull me home. The donor ledger laid everything bare. Names, payouts, victims, buried incidents. Mara's initials appeared beside an entry from years ago. She revealed the truth. The donor who hurt her, the silence forced on her, the deal struck by the donor's circle, Rowan's intervention. "He carried my secret," she said, "but he didn't trust me with his." Kincaid found a final recording in Rowan's equipment. Warmth built on silence is just another storm. Evergreen Hollow listened. Mara closed the ledger. Then the next storm won't belong to Rowan or the donors. It will belong to the truth. The town gathered in the square. No snowstorm, just silence eager for answers. Mara told the truth publicly. Her truth, Rowan's truth, the town's truth. She spoke with precision and purpose. Rowan's recorded message played. The town absorbed it like medicine, bitter, necessary. No more hiding, someone whispered. The crowd echoed it. When it ended, Mara walked to me. One more thing to do, she said. Bring him home. Yes. We climbed the ridge together. Mara, Jonah, Ivy, Father Quinn, and me. The storm had erased the violence of the collapse, leaving only the quiet outline of Rowan's final stand. We uncovered him with our hands. Slow, respectful. Mara knelt beside him. You carried my secret too long, she whispered. Now I carry your truth. Kincaid's deputies brought him down the ridge. Lanterns lit the way. Rowan left the ridge as part of Evergreen Hollow again. The town responded the only way it knew how. Candles on doorsteps, light without spectacle. Mara, calling a community meeting, stood firm as she revealed next steps. Investigations, transparency, healing. You're part of what comes next, she told me. Good, I replied. We walked Candle Street that night. Our steps aligned, breath mingling in the cold. I want to rebuild, she said. The town, us, everything. I'm willing, I said. Spring approached, shy but certain. Kids painted the rebuilt town hall. Ivy created the digital transparency archive. Jonah and I balanced stage lights and memories of our father. The memorial for Rowan was simple, honest. A wooden plaque, guardian of quiet places. Mara asked me afterward, do you think Rowan found peace? I think he found truth, I said. Close enough. We walked down Candle Street, shadows intertwined. The town healed slowly. Investigations revealed more than anyone expected and less than dreaded. Some people apologized. Some people stepped down. Some people rebuilt their lives with humility. Mara chose not to join the council. She wanted to build from the ground, not the podium. One evening, she leaned against the bridge railing. I want to choose something for myself. What? You. Snow melted around us. Something else thawed too. The town hall reopened. People gathered for dinner in the square. Ivy read Rowan's final handwritten line. Do not chase the warmth that hides the cold. Build the warmth that creates it. The town absorbed it like scripture. Mara squeezed my hand beneath the table. We walked home beneath lanterns, swaying with new confidence. At last we're choosing this, she said. Yes, I said. Every day. Epilogue Springs settled into Evergreen Hollow like a promise long overdue. The Transparency Council published their findings. The rebuilt town hall opened with humble pride. Children painted murals of lanterns and snowflakes with words like hope and truth. One evening, Mara and I walked the river path. Ice gone, water restless and alive. You ever think about leaving again? She asked. No, I said. Do you? She shook her head. Not anymore. The lanterns along Candle Street flickered on, steady as heartbeat. What happens next? I asked. We build, she said, with honesty. She reached for my hand. I took it. The bells began to ring. Clear, full, unburdened. Not a warning. Not a ritual. A beginning. Evergreen Hollow had found its truth. And I had found my home.